my jeans also in that pretty chambray.
Excellent. That's going to be beautiful together.
Oh, I think so, too. And, Diane, I wanted to tell you that I bought from you probably at least 16 years ago, maybe more, when you were making those washable silk pants. And I bought your Global City shirt.
Yes, I remember that.
With the Eiffel Tower and all of that.
That was so cute.
Gorgeous.
That was cute.
So that, you know, the truth is, if you still got that shirt, I love pairing up silk and prints with jeans. So definitely try it. But Suzanne, have you gotten our Super Stretch yet?
Yes, I have. I love
that
it.
is going to revolutionize your wardrobe and really change your life and how you see yourself dressing, and the comfort level is just extraordinary. Oh, between that beautiful V-neck and these Super Stretch jeans, you're going to have a heavenly set of holidays.
Oh, I think so, too. I love pale blue, and I'm really looking forward to getting the boyfriend sweater.
Oh, and you will wear it as much as I do, and more. Trust me, I love those. I don't like anything real binding around the middle, so I love that loose, kind of open, relaxed fit. Suzanne, thank you so much.
Enjoy your holiday season.
Unfortunately, I have outgrown the beautiful top.
Oh, well, you know what? Always keep it as a memory. That's what my cousins do. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you, too. It's so nice to talk to you.
So nice.
And you're just darling, both of you girls.
Thank you.
So
it's always like meeting a new friend.
Wonderful.
We're so glad. Suzanne, thank you so much for shopping with us. You know, this is what it's all about, is getting something that you look good in, that you feel confident in, that you feel comfortable in, that I can afford, that I don't feel guilty about.
I honestly never believed denim could reach this level. And, you know, I'm such an old school girl that honestly, or you could just say old girl, but I'm such an old school person when it comes to fashion that every time I go to put on my Super Stretch, I hold my breath and say, oh my gosh, I just ate a giant breakfast. Oh my gosh, I just had a huge steak the night before. And I, forget that with Super Stretch, it doesn't matter. You will not believe the softness or the forgiveness. And then if you put any of our quad blend or our cashmere blend sweaters with the Super Stretch, you're just in heaven. And, you know, you'll really realize that you've gone into an entirely new era in fashion that's all about marrying up getting your sexy back with getting your comfort level to a place where it has never been. You cannot even anticipate how good these feel on until you get them home. So sized 2 through 16, then 16 women's through 24, petite 28-inch inseam, average 30, tall 5'9" or over 32. And bending, stretching, moving, flowing through life. Do you ever have those days where everything goes right? The plane lands early and there's a gate to go to.
And they can park it.
The person who's picking you up is actually there. There's no traffic going home. Everything is just, seems like it's orchestrated. That's how your days will be when you wear Super Stretch. There is something to be said for feeling good, getting those compliments, but having a comfort level. To tell you the truth, I still feel a little guilty about wearing Super Stretch. I just keep feeling like, really, denim could be this soft, this stretchy,
it's incredible.
This appealing on.
It looks so good on. But this is why I chose my Super Stretch to go to the Food and Wine Festival. I was going to post a picture of me just pulling it out here after I'd made the round of, like, I don't know, 50 countries. You know, I'm obsessed with food. I want to feel comfortable in my clothes.
One of my best friends flies down and goes to that.
It's really fun.
And it's a guy, and he actually said to me, this is so unfair. why can't we have super stretch?
Sure.
And I said, because you guys have all the advantages. Give us a break here as females. Let us age a little more gracefully and happily, please.
We're keeping this for ourselves, okay?
So if you guys can just show how much comfort these have, that would be great.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Almost 1,800 of you have ordered this right in this presentation. 3 flex payments of $18.30. We know you live the skinny, but take that skinny and really do that super stretch with it, and you will not believe how good it feels, how good you look. The price on this is right with those 3 flex payments, so you can split up those payments. Please read the reviews. Read the reviews. It is not just a customer pick. It is a massive customer pick.
It is a revolution in fashion. Simply that. It's sort of like the difference between taking the first airplane with the Wright brothers and being in a rocket and going to the moon. When you think about what denim was, especially when I grew up in the 50s, where you wore boys' jeans, they were so starched. It was really what the gold miners had worn 100 years before, where you had to be down on your knees by a river, trying to weed out the gold from the rocks. So you really needed something sturdy and heavily coated so that your knees didn't give way. To this, which is, there is no equivalent to this. I would almost say if you had to, in the wintertime, give an equivalent, it would be the difference between wearing a very scratchy sweater or wearing the purest high-grade quadruple A cashmere. This is truly the cashmere of jeans.
Comfy, cozy, lightweight, something that's going to tuck into your boots, but still
easy. But I put them out over
exactly.
boots, and that's how stretchy they are.
Because with some skinnies, if they don't stretch, you can't put a boot underneath it.
Exactly.
But you can.
Exactly.
And this has so much stretch to it, as we were showing. What I love, the stretch goes all the way down, okay? Even down here for your ankles, it even stretches. I mean, it is.
You know, I'll tell you,
it is waist to toe.
I will share a story with you guys. I was wearing one of our leggings, but I was trying out a new undergarment underneath. And have you ever had any kind of control garment, and it was a top and a bottom that roll?
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting on the plane, and I was like cut in half. I was like 2 sausages, and the guy next to me must have thought I was insane. I'm reaching under my sweater. I'm trying to pull the undergarment up. I'm trying to fluff it down.
To roll that thing down.
There is nothing more uncomfortable than having all of the oxygen and the blood supply cut off at the waist and through the stomach with something you're wearing.
Oh my gosh.
When you wear these, you're just in for a different experience. If you've always thought, especially after the age of 35, of a jean being punishing, of that jean always talking back to you, you ate too much, your body shape has changed, you've got too much weight in your hips, blah, 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 blah. You're in for, hi, you look great today. I'm here to make you happy. That is exactly what a super stretch jean is about.
It is. And today at $54.90, we have it with 3 flex payments. We just don't do that at this price point typically. So look at the girls. Take a peek. We want to go through the sizing again because, again, having just walked through the mall and knowing that the sizing is not there. They give you 3 or 4 choices in sizing, and that's it.
And in high-end stores, you don't even get plus sizes.
Of course. Or either small or too large.
And where do you go for a tall? And where do you nowhere? And where do you go for a petite? I think you have to go to a specialized mini department. So why not have the best of all worlds, order it in privacy, anticipate that box coming home like a present, and it is a present from us to you, and get set for an addiction in a good way. Because once you get into super stretch, you will simply never want to go back to regular denim. Even the most favorite jeans you've got in your closet are going to have to step aside for this. And oh, by the way, if you don't feel skinny, but you envy all those stars and starlets in the skinny jeans that you see everywhere, in every magazine, every guilty pleasure gossip magazine. You can now, because SuperStretch is that much of a revolution. It is also not in the amount of spandex. It is in the special basket weave where they do this, and they put the nylon and the spandex to the inside. Now, spandex is the only man-made fiber that really and truly mimics the feeling of silk. So imagine you have this to your inner skin, and then your outer appearance to the world is cotton. Majority is cotton and rayon for softness. Again, a natural fiber. You get color saturation like you've never seen in a denim bottom. Oh yeah, SuperStretch is denim, but it is revolutionary denim. So the black, the purest black. The green, the most beautifully saturated green. The brown that I have on, that coffee, magnificent.
I love that
the
purple.
Purple, oh, you purple girls are nuts for purple. The purple, absolutely, and somebody just looked up on the set, and I can tell that's a purple person. Then again, that red is just that gorgeous, saturated lipstick red. And then the ivory, I'm going nuts over this. I need a pair of, like, Sporto shearling boots to wear with this.
That'd be perfect.
Too cute. And I want to do all shades of light beige, heather beige in my V-neck sweater, and those boots. And maybe, like, I have a white nylon puffer vest. How cute is that? So here we go.
How Saint-Tropez is that? I mean, you know, truly, that's as chic as it gets.
Yeah.
And, you know, I agree with you. I used to watch people, whenever I'd go skiing, I'd watch them come down the mountain in white, and they look so rich and expensive. And
It's the rich girls.
I wish I could wear white.
It's the rich girls' way of dressing.
I've got the hips and everything. And now you can wear white, and now it's going to look great.
Well, you know that historically, white, winter white like this was always a rich woman's color. Why? Because it meant that you didn't ever touch a dish or serve a meal. You were a rich person. You were not a servant. And therefore, white was the ultimate rich person's statement about their life. So just a little aside, ladies.
I love that.
I love the history of fashion as much as I love fashion.
Get the white. Listen, I'm just going to check because we only have a couple of minutes left. I wish we could go a couple of minutes more.
I wish we could too.
Daryl, maybe you could check because, you know, I know so many of you trying to get through right now, and we are working on it as fast as we can. Please, you know, stay with us and don't miss out on these. These are special. These are the ones you want.
These are a whole new life for you. Ladies, if you are a denim snob and you're saying, how good can a jean be for $54.90, better than anything you've ever experienced? If you're somebody who said, gosh, I love all the stars in the skinny, but I can't go to a gym 7 days a week, 7 hours a day. You don't need to, because also SuperStretch, the way it glides over your body, there is no wiggle, there's no jiggle in your wiggle. I got it mixed up there for a minute. I thought it was there's no wiggle in your jiggle. No, there's no jiggle in your wiggle. Is my brain going or what?
That's just kind of a giggle.
And you don't have to be skinny to wear the skinny. Just let us make you look skinny.
Let us make you look skinny. Let us do it at a price that is affordable at $18.30 on your credit card today. And let us do it in some colors that you will never find in retail. You're not going to find a purple jean. How hard is it to find a gray jean? But what
How hard is it to find a perfect red jean? And quite frankly,
and you can't even find that.
You know, that green is just,
you're right.
It's going to be an OD green for you. It's going to be a more wearable green than an olive green for you. This is fantastic. But whatever you do, you've got to know one thing. This is a top seller for not only DG2, but HSN.com. Every day of the week at $59.90, plus shipping, plus everything. So when we're over with this show at $54.90, there goes that special pricing. That's where I think you want to come in if you know Super Stretch and get your multiples of color. That's where you want to step in if you don't know Super Stretch, but you'll just believe us for a minute that this is going to be a great experience and get your first color.
Absolutely. Why don't we go through the colors one more time?
Okay.
So you can make your choices. If you want to do a couple of pairs of these, don't forget, even this qualifies for our extended holiday returns. So you have until the
January.
End of
oh, that's
January,
crazy! And you can wear it, and you can wash it, and if you don't love it,
you can put it under the tree.
But you're going to.
You can put it under the tree and give it to your best friend, to your sister, to your mom. I'm telling you, my daughter has now, and I promise you this is true. She's 14, and because she's so small, she has trouble finding anything. Your Super Stretch fits her in size 2. Fits her.
Really?
Yeah. Because it has that much stretch.
And does she love the feel of it? I mean, that rayon, when
she's very picky.
There is the entire point of high-end contemporary denim is the mixture of rayon with cotton. Because rayon has its own flex. It's a natural fiber from the rubber tree family. But also rayon is the only other natural fiber in our industry that actually mimics the feeling of silk. So imagine having a jean that stretches more than you could ever imagine, a feeling like silk inside and out, pure color saturation. Everything about this is fabulous. So, indigo, mid-tone, chambray, 3 shades of blue in a year, and it's going to go into 2 years of shades of blue being worn together on every magazine cover. You absolutely need one of these.
And we have the black.
The coffee that I'm wearing, which I think is